journey has been so interested that I cannot explain. He did not do right with me, to be very true. I asked him, he did not ask me to give the exam, and he booked his exam yesterday. Like, he did mock for 180, and his score was good. Said, are you with me? You unmute yourself, Said. He did good 180 mock. Out of nowhere, he booked the exam. He messaged me. I saw his message. I said, don't book the exam. He said, sir, I did book the exam. Said, For when? Said, tomorrow morning. Like, it is Thursday night for tomorrow morning. He said, sir, any final mocks? Said, no. Just relax now. Just relax now. I gave him the final tips, and we had multiple discussion. He was very much confused what will happen in the exam. But the most important thing is he's certified PMP. Said, first of all, share your journey, guys. But unmute yourself. Said, you're muted. Unmute yourself.
First of all, thank you so much, Sir Amer, and all your team, especially Sir Wes. His morning messages every morning. He messaged me one time. Sometimes, really, I was not willing to read his message, but his continuous follow-ups keeps me always like to do. You have to do it. You have to do it, Said. And all your team, Mr. Dreamsy. Thank you so much. Without your support, it was not possible to pass this exam. Seriously. But how you made this exam easy for me? Seriously, I didn't read a single book. I just read your PMP booklets. Whatever I did, like I made this uh, mind maps, and just I did your MOOCs and some RCS for the MOOC which I did.
Very, very important point. Some RCS.
Yes.
Not
But
all, not all the RCS.
it was it was really challenging for me, which yani it was like one of the impediments to break my pace whenever I was willing to read But whenever I give this, I passed one mock. I did one mock, and then RCA. It was like the big challenging thing for me.
Hmm.
But Alhamdulillah, I did it. Without your support, it was not possible. Seriously.
Was RCA important for the exam?
Yes, seriously, it is really important. And many things like I see many questions from your MOOCs, and that question to solve that questions, I would not have correct these questions if I didn't revise, if I didn't get the RC. Seriously, I'm telling them.
Hmm.
Like it was most of my exam was very lengthy questions. The first part
Hmm.
takes me 90 minutes or 90 minutes. I was in a complete dilemma situation. Like I was in chaos that what I will do in the rest part.
Hmm.
Lengthy question and too many drop questions. 5 questions in the first part, drop and drag questions. But Alhamdulillah, you made the PMP so much easy
And
in
at this
fingertips.
time, I was not prepared. When I did not say anything to him when he sent me the exam book, but when next day he said, "Sir, this was," I said, "Bhai, you have not done the agile mock. You have not done that. The last week journey you did not do. You just booked it, but since you booked it, I have to give you something into that." Okay, so now this is a very important thing. He gave online exam at home, and he had a big challenge. Can you walk me through the online experience?
Yes, seriously, it was a challenge for me because my plan was not like that. My plan was to give the exam in the next 2 weeks, seriously. But I was having an opportunity because I was having this Eid vacation. So I got a suddenly very strange pace in which like all the things comes to my mind in so much quick. So I decided to give the exam online because in Saudi Arabia it's very challenging. So I just read some videos. I go to the platform. I check this. We call this videos, some short videos. I learned how to give the online exam. Uh, when I get the links, because it was not appearing at that time. My time was very much near, and there is an option in the online exam to begin the exam.
Mm.
Begin the exam, and that option was not coming. So I was in too many strange cow situation. So what to do?
Mm.
And there was no guidance. Nothing was in the YouTube, so no references like that. But I did it, Alhamdulillah. One mistake, like I was not understanding that I have to upload my picture or my passport picture.
Okay.
So I was not having the portable camera. I
Mm.
was having my laptop built-in camera, and that was very challenging for me to get the picture of my passport. So I would suggest to all the people, if they are giving the online exam, they must have the portable camera. That will easy for them to take the pictures of the right side, left side, and front and back side.
Mm.
So, and that was only thing. I think people must have one tutorial video about that, and PMI should also make a detailed video on this one.
Yeah, we will bring
So
you, na. But you are saying that's why I'm asking you. I'll take it down and check.
seriously, I mean, this is the challenging. It is not. It is very good thing. Mm, Online giving the exam online is very good, good thing. But we should be trained for this one. That was like I take the big risk, a big risk I take. But I cover the things, Alhamdulillah, and there was nothing. And even that if there is something wrong in anything, the person will guide you. That wrong. I forget to. This is my manual watch to take it out, and the person noticed it, and immediately I take it out. So I keep it on the side, and that was the only thing. So Alhamdulillah, I did it well.
Okay. So
So,
now Fahad is asking, did he do one mock? No. He did people mock one, horrible score, two, very good score, three, very good score, four, online 65% score. So like exactly 65% score, and that booked the exam. So I did four
mm.
180 mock. It was not that he did only one mock, he did four 180 mocks, and then he moved into that way. Okay, let's talk about a little bit more about the exam. So exam was how much percentage agile?
Sir, agile is 80%. It was agile. 80%.
80.
80% it was agile.
That's why I
Yeah.
had one
And
mock of agile that you didn't do.
yes, and it was not like simple agile. It was mostly what people management, people management scenarios. And people management scenarios, are very difficult scenarios.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Very important thing, Said. Make 10 to 15 questions for me. We are in the PMP marathon right now. We will be using your questions for next PMP marathon. Okay. Acha, Said, how many formula questions were there?
Formula question or maybe only one question. It was very easy question. There was not of them any formula question, but so many questions were from stakeholders, and as I said, 80% were agile. For drag and drop, there were some questions from the predictive, like from the scheduling and scheduling. There were some questions from drag and drop. Three drag and drop were from the predictive scheduling and like that, and other were mostly from people management and the process. That was the thing is.
Okay. So, Said, you said first section was very hard. Rashid Khalil is asking, what about the part two and part? Rashid, you can ask him directly.
So many people are calling me in the middle. Sorry, sorry for the disturbance. Yes, yes,
Rashid, sir, you can ask directly. Yes.
Yeah, just I want to ask, you said you finish part one in 90 minutes.
yes, yes.
So how you manage part two and part three? Very easy or
Uh,
just
no, actually, I take the breaks. It's as per the guidelines of Sir Amir. So, naturally, once actually I did in the last couple of days, I did 180 MOOCs in the last 4 5 days continuously. I did the MOOC, I read the PMP booklet, and I did the RCA. Move to the next one, like that. I did this sequence. So my pace was already very good in reading the questions, but the second part was not that much lengthy questions. The first part was really, really very hard. Was I was so much confused at what to do. But Alhamdulillah, I did it. So the second part was not that much lengthy questions, one to two lines maximum, 2 lines questions.
Hmm.
And the third part was also like average,
Hmm.
so not difficult than the first one. The
Hmm.
second was easy to compare to the first and third one.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, Anyone else has any question they want to ask? Okay, I had breaks are not no no breaks are Fahad actually made for online exam. Okay, breaks are actually made for the online exam. Later on they added. You took the two breaks? Said, were you able to take the two breaks?
Yes, I take the breaks. Yes, it will not take. It will not minus your time. It will. Yes, I take it. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
I take. I relax myself. I in the middle. I take some coffee. But the challenging thing, the only thing, you cannot keep anything beside you like coffee, water, anything like that. That was like I made some many arrangements for myself. Some sweet chocolates, coffee to refresh. So that is the only thing you cannot keep anything nearby you. Left, right, you cannot move from the camera, but you can read the question. That is not a problem. You can do even lip sync the, so that is not a problem. But that is the only challenging. You cannot keep anything in
Hmm.
the left, right, front, or back.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Anyone else has any question, guys? Shubham, Radhakrishna, Aftab, anyone who wants to ask any question, you are more than welcome. This is something that is happening in front of you. Saeed had so many questions, so many confusions, but finally did. Shubham, go ahead.
Oh, for me, the biggest challenge is doing the RCA.
It's for everyone. It's for everyone.
You are
And I
right.
understand how important they are, but
That was the same thing for me, Shubham. But seriously, without RCA, it is not possible to tackle all the things, to cope all the things. You have to do the RCA. But what I suggest, I take the help of like DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Copilot. But I will suggest you to, before doing the MOOC, you have to read the PMP booklet, and then do the MOOC, and try to do it like immediately after the MOOC, do the RCA. If you did the MOOC and you skip the RCA, you will not be able. You will not be able to do it later on. That was the same problem with me. My plan was to pass the PMP to give the exam in March, but because of this issue, I was not. I don't. I was confused what to do with this thing. But I avail this opportunity, this vacation, because my working is too much hard. I cannot because traveling 8 hours office timing and coming back to home. So 3 hours is losing in my traveling. So you know, coming back to the home time with family. So that is very. It was very challenging for me. So I got the opportunity now, and I did it by this way. And I, Alhamdulillah, I did it. Yes,
thank
this
you.
is what I should. I
Congratulations.
suggest you. RCA should be done immediately after the MOOC. Don't wait that I did the MOOC tomorrow. I will do the RCA. Don't wait. Otherwise, you will not be able to do it. The same
Thank
challenge was with me, and I think many people have the same issue.
Yeah,
thank you.
Aftab sir, go ahead.
Uh, Said, congratulations. My question is very simple.
Thank you,
With
Ustad. Thank you.
with level of your preparedness, would you like to go if you had a chance? If you had a chance with the same preparation level, would you go again for exam? Or you will prepare more?
Uh, seriously, because what I get the feedback from the many colleagues who passed the PMP exam, mostly feedbacks from them that the MOOCs which are prepared by Saramer, it is very hard. So if you clear that MOOCs and at your marks is more than 60%, 70%, you can pass the exam. But the exam which I had faced, sir, you can't believe it. It was very tough question. So maybe I was not up to that level prepared. But I think we should be prepared. Yes, more and more. Yes.
this exactly question we had a discussion when he gave exam later on, and I answered him. He did not do the most hardest mock. Like mock 5 180 is the hardest mock in the entire simulator. Fourth is second, fifth is the most hardest. Then
Yes,
eight.
four.
So he skipped that mock. Okay.
Yes,
So
I made this mistake. It was my mistake
that
because MOOC 4 was really hard, really hard. And many questions, I telling you guys, many questions I see most were from them were belongs to MOOC 4.
Hmm.
The very important MOOC. Mostly questions, same to same scenario.
Hmm. Okay. This is one of the most important thing that at least the roadmap that I have given you, we follow that roadmap so that we work into that way. So Said, you are the third person clearing in the last 24 hours. All three are from Saudi Arabia. So the plan we make that use Eid, it has worked it. Shakib, batch 2 cleared, you cleared, and then Suleiman who cleared, who also cleared from Saudi Arabia. So happy for all of three. Aside, do make some questions we'll be using in the PMP marathon. And thank you very much for that. And
Thank you
so
so
I
much.
know you were going for dinner. I stopped you. Go for it. Thank you. And thank you very
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much to your team. Also, thank you.
much. Okay. So now let's go back to the PMP marathon and solve. Once we get PDUs in my program, if you are my student, once you get the PDUs, you normally you give exam in 1 to 2 months. If you keep following the roadmap, in 1 to 2 months, you give the exam. Normal time is 45 days in my program. Okay. So we solved this question. Now let's go to, we have 20 questions. We'll be moving a little bit quicker, guys. A construction project for a nuclear power plant will reduce the region's energy dependencies. The project manager has received support. However, some people from the government want to stop this project to focus on developing renewable energy sources. Which stakeholder should the project manager include in the stakeholder plan? Who disagree? No. Who are supporting? Stakeholders who have needs and potential impact, who are selected by the sponsor. Every single stakeholder should be put into the project so that their needs can be done and we can manage them quickly. Okay. G. Near the end of the manufacturing project, several team members are transferred to another project. To complete the project manager need to acquire additional resources support from a new supplier, but is concerned about the cost risk of using a new supplier at this advanced stage of the project. Okay. Need to work with the procurement team. Okay. So a very important thing that we need to understand here, that here what we are gonna do. Scope is fixed, cost is the problem. Cost is the problem. So one thing for sure, we cannot use time and material and this. From fixed price we cannot do because we are in the mid of the project. So we will use a fixed price, but we'll also give them an incentive to complete early. B would be the right answer. Okay. An organization is embarking on the development of a new design solution that will revolutionize purchasing services. The project manager has created all plans and activity. There's a risk of partner system being unavailable, like there's a system that could impact negatively. Which key activity is needed to ensure success? Communicate that full integration may not be possible is a good option. Okay. I gave you all the questions to solve. Now we need to complete it. Eliminate the risk by mandating the partner to change this not possible. Alternate plans to make the solution ready without fully integrating system. Continuously monitor the risk and put the proper plan in case the risk materializes. D is the only option that we need to solve. But I'll give you 10 seconds. PM has local and virtual team to manage conflicts among team members. So PM schedule a conference call. Okay, this question, the purpose of this question is to understand all conflict management response strategies. Forcing is one way you take the decision and you move ahead. That's not what we do. Smoothing is delaying the conflict. Accommodating is satisfy one party. Compromising or reconcile is both parties give up. You came out with a solution that is open to everybody. Everyone is happy with that. Problem solved. Very important question. Small but important. Which two actions should the project manager take? A project manager was recently assigned. The project team has been developing using predictive approach for 10 years. He wants to change the trial. The project manager met with the team. Most complain about changing approach has always been average among the IT team members. Take. Meet with the management. So one of the thing is that one of the job of the project manager is to train the people, coach them, work with them. And that's what we are doing here, right? So B and C are the right answer.
Sir, how can we go for alternate approach when it is saying to take agile?
Here we are brainstorming. Shubham, did you raise the hand? Yeah, I missed it.
Yes, sir.
I missed it this time. Okay, let's go with the elimination technique. Can we do E option? No. Okay. Ask the team to identify the backlog. They are saying that we cannot do that thing. They are resistant to that. You are asking to forcing them. No. Can we fire them? No. A, B is already there. You are anyway
But
left.
E is also E. Why cannot we do E?
No, no, no.
In compare in with B and E.
No, 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 not at all. Here it is the entire team. Okay, not individual team members. If it said that some of the team members, it said most of the team members. Most of the team members. Okay.
But how can we choose an alternative approach when it is saying agile has to be done like it is the management instruction?
Why it has to be done? That's why we are brainstorming with them. No? That's why we are looking for the alternatives. That's why we are looking, okay, what do you want? You don't want agile? Okay. But I want to get a roadblock. Let's talk about it. What do you want? Okay. We want to move in incremental way. Okay. We want to move in hybrid way. We want to have an overarching predictive and then slowly move it. Let's have a discussion into that. That's why brainstorming is there. Okay. And anyway, I always remember eliminate all other options. Whatever is left is the right answer. No other option comes even near to that. If it was that one team member is doing it, then or some team member or one team or two or team, few team members, maybe we can look into that, but not in this option. Okay, forming start first thing team is just starting as an individual. Okay. This storming, we are having conflict with each other, norming, acting like a team, sad, happy, and sad, and journaling as a team. Uh, oh, sorry. Team is at an ideal stage. Now in norming, this just started working into that. Okay. One more time. Forming. Forming is when team are doing individually their best. Storming, team is having a conflict among each other. Norming, team is now started working at it, performing the best stage and at journeying ideal stage. Okay, take a picture of this. You must know Tuckman ladder, a very important thing in our class. When we are doing, we go to the Tuckman ladder and actually I summarize the entire PMP into that way. Like how actually the entire PMP is hidden in this Tuckman ladder. We worked into the entire way. Okay, so this question has come many times, okay, in the exam. So I'm gonna give you a minute to solve it. Okay. Servant leader is like a focus on the growth, development, working towards the team. Okay. So first of all, less is fire. It means handoff approach. Handoff approach. Okay. Charismatic, a person having a great personality, high energy, hold. Okay. Transformational, inspirational. This is the most important servant leader. We focus on the growth. Okay. Servant leader. I guess I did not change the question number. While doing the quality management plan, you want to find a relationship between two variables. Fishbone diagram is a root cause analysis. Why? Tornado analysis is a risk tool. It check the impact of something. Network diagram is a critical path diagram. Scatter diagram find the correlation. Many questions we have done the server and anyone else who can tell me. Many questions we have done. 47. Okay. A project team has established contract for purchasing vehicle. In the middle of the project execution, the team learns that the vehicle supplier cannot deliver. There is not enough time to find without delaying the. Which action should the project manager take to procure the vehicle? Review the existing service contract. That can be good thing. We don't have time. Procure from other supplier and report the change. Not immediately. Arrange a meeting with the client. No, he is the only genuine option here. The deliverable of the project have been completed. However, the stakeholder did not approve the deliverable. They did not cover the need of the business. Ooh, did not cover the need of the business. Now, this has a problem. He missed something that should have been done in the past. Okay. Define the project management plan and ensure if they meet the project objectives. Okay. Requested that the team change the frequency in the development to get the feedback. A very good thing. That is one of the reason we get the feedback. We show the customer get it back. Ensure the stakeholder participate in daily meeting. Okay, no, this is not possible. Provided and explain the sprint backlog. No. So this is one of the reason why we do incremental delivery. We show the customer and share to them, and that's one of the reason uh, in Agile when they say why they should present in the sprint review because of this reason. When they're present in the sprint review, they know the context, they understand what is happening there, and we can develop into that. B is the right answer. I added this question 2 times. I like it that much. A project manager is using an agile approach. The product owner flagged a backlog item as a high business value. However, the other team indicated a high dependencies between this item that is flagged and a high complexity. What should the project manager do to support the prioritization? Prioritize the item flagged as dependency with low and high complexity. Prioritize the item flagged as high business value. Facilitate the discussion. Good. I'm not gonna answer this. You guys tell me. Okay, Salman, why C?
Because we have to facilitate the team members in order to make their own decision.
Okay, C is the right answer. G. An agile project manager reviews the functional specialty. The government demands a new inclusion of the hardware. All companies have been given a 5-year compliance period with tax and other incentives for early compliance. The change will require restructuring the company's manufacturing process, which could halt at work for 2 months. How should the project manager review the change with the project team, analyze the impact as per the scope and plan and present to the sponsor, project and sales team to allow them to decide? G, what would you think? What is your answer? D. D, we is saying D. G, what else? A. B. C. Rashid, justify her.
Because what he has to do as a project manager, because it's agile project, the first thing. So there is B is
That's a good point. First of all, it's an agile project. Okay.
agile project. So analyze the impact of change per scope management. There is no scope management. So this is rule out. Review the change with project team and make plan to implement in next iteration. Why to next iteration? He has to consider a meeting, and then because team self-organize team, they have to decide what they can do and when to implement. So he has to just facilitator in agile project. He cannot make decisions.
Why not A?
A, review the change with the project team and make plans to implement in next site release. Next release means first release finished and then not next iteration, next release. So it's linking too far.
Good job. 90% of the people miss the keyword, the first keyword, agile project manager, because the entire question looked like a predictive, but the first word, Shubham, was agile. If you ask when it is mentioned there. Okay. During a kickoff meeting, the project managers
What,
noticed
what was the right answer? Sorry, it was A,
C.
B,
C.
C.
E.
Okay.
During a kickoff meeting, the project manager noticed that one of the stakeholder has a low level of participation. Okay. One of the stakeholder responsible for providing key information. This stakeholder, there will be no benefits from implementing the project. Okay. The project manager realized this could be a high risk. It is. Which action should he thus facilitate a sportive level of engagement, ensure the key information is accurate. This is B. This is C. This is D. The project manager facilitate a level of engagement for this stakeholder, accurate and monitor the situation. Ask the sponsor, perform a qualitative analysis. We already did that. This is a high risk, which is a qualitative risk. Okay. So we can go for sponsor, we can ask for sponsor, there is no problem into that. But directly going to the sponsor does not make any sense. I want to make him super. If it does not happen, then I'll go. A is the right answer. What should the project manager do? A project scope statement has been approved, and the project manager and the core team have been assigned to the project. Suddenly, the project manager takes a leave, project manager takes a left. While the project man on leave, the team develops the schedule. When a detailed schedule is complete, what should the project manager do? Develop a new detailed schedule. Why? Okay. Escalate compliance issue. Why? Congratulate and move to the execution process. Okay. Could be. But I need to make sure that is my responsibility. I cannot directly go. I need to review it. So D is a good answer. A very good question. I have to say you from last 10 years at least, or at least from 2020 when I started doing coaching calls. Like in the COVID, I started doing coaching call. I have never seen a question where the project manager goes on leave. So I would say take a screenshot of this question. It's a different type of question. I have never seen a question. At least I don't remember seeing the question where project manager is sick. That's why read it again. A project manager is managing a hybrid project. There is a software in place process the repository. However, a few stakeholders are reporting they are unable to find the latest schedule. What should the project manager do? Okay. Advise the project manager office that there is a resource gap. Escalate the issue, send the schedule, make sure have access to system and where to find. D is the right answer. Amer, here is the previous question. Okay. Okay. Send the project schedule. No, Shubham, why would you even put the C option? Not at all. D, I want to make sure all the stakeholders have the access, those who need, and they know how to find that document. It's not just about today, one stakeholders is not doing, okay, how many people you're gonna send by report. That's not a way a project should work. We should always make a problem that can be solved long term instead of giving it a short term problem solution. Okay. During a retrospective review, many project team members say that they are not completing tasks during the iteration. Now, there are interruptions and requests from help from other team. As a team facilitator, what should the project manager do to avoid this? Identify the problem root cause and define the ground rules. Can be. Prove their planning. No. A is the option. It's an easy question. Okay, choose two option. I'll give you a minute. Hi. Okay. A project manager is managing a project with a tight budget and a schedule. While executing the project, some stakeholders are working against the success. Which two actions should the project update the stakeholder analysis? Okay. Can we involve all stakeholder? All stakeholder know this is against 4 hours of communication. Focus on the sportive stakeholders and minimize involvement of the unsportive. No, I need their support. Engage stakeholders in their engage all stakeholder project, including the yes, of course. No, A and D is the right option. A vendor supplying a piece of a specialized equipment has reported the potential for a delayed delivery due to technical issues. To stay on a schedule, the vendor proposed replacing the sub-supplier, the similar part that is different from the one. What should the project manager do next? Okay. Insist on using the comp. Instruct no. Okay, always talking to expert can help you to make such difficult decision. So C would be the right answer. Okay. 56. An organization is adopting an agile mindset. On the first agile project, the project manager faced an issue because the team was unable to make decision on time. What should the project manager do to address the problem? Okay. Define clear decision how decisions should be made under the policy. This is not agile. To team build and restate the importance of accountability. Adopt an autocratic. D is the right answer. After what did you said C option? After sir? Or were you checking I'm reading your answers or not? After sir? It's a previous question. Okay, got it. The previous was. Okay, we discussed this question already. 57. A company has a lot of experience with the predictive project. The project manager office has been trying to implement the iterative tools within the project management framework, and the project manager has asked to use these tools there. After the successful implementation, the PMO asks board to the project, what should you do? Conduct review with stakeholders. Okay. B, no. Determine the data to be monitored. Okay. What do you say? G. What would you say? Amer, you put the D answer for this question or previous question? Amer? Previous. Okay. Acha. So now here conducting reviews with a stakeholder, it looked like a very good option to discuss the potential benefit. Why we are discussing the potential benefit? I have already implemented it. Successful implementation has been done. The potential benefit will be before. Now I have done that. I am gonna monitor the data, how it worked for me. Many people put A answer, but this is it has done. It should be later on. A new building project is in the middle. The municipality informs the project manager that due to new regulation has to accommodate twice the number of cars that was planned. What should the project manager do? Ask the designer to start a designing solution. Okay. Write the municipality, assess and consult, request the project sponsor. So this is a classical question how the changes should be handled. When a change is requested, now this is a compliance change. I have to do that. There is no other option, but I need to assess the option and work into that way. So save the answer. How many steps I worked today? During sprint planning,
You've taken
during
3,125 steps today.
you see 3,000 step only by doing the class today. During sprint planning, the product owner wants to prioritize. Okay. The project team is concerned technical depth. So technical debt is when you are moving forward and the things are not getting resolved. For the project team, so technical debt dependencies are included. So only highlight. G, what would you do? Acha, hi. Why not B? Ahmed, why not B?
Because the product owner, I mean, they've already, identified the business value items. Like, it can't be, it's not something that they're going to redo now.
Anyone else? Yeah, Shubham.
Because he's a facilitator between both. So he cannot let that project team go or only to prioritize the project owner needs. So he needs to balance both the things.
Okay. We need to look also for the high risk. High value, high risk. Okay. Acha ji. A project manager for the large multi-layer industrial
Sir,
project.
what was the answer? C or
C
C was the answer? Eh? Huh?
Yes, C was the answer. A project manager for a large as a project with diversified stakeholders. Recently, the project manager encountered an issue with a stakeholder engagement. Which two tools should the project manager use? Underlying reason for why engagement is not there. Okay, so we are trying to identify the root cause analysis. Here we are trying to identify the root cause analysis. And the root cause analysis, two options are written here, A and D. Both are root cause analysis. Are we done with 60 questions? Those people who were counting? Aftab Sahab and Tasawwur? 62. Okay. Then remaining question we will do on these questions in this Tuesday coaching call. We will continue our question answers. In this Tuesday coaching call, as I said in the start, this is basically one of the session. Okay, this is one of the session. We do every single week this session. If you look at there, right? Every single week we do these sessions. These coaching calls, that is a part of my 7-step formula. Like these three things are what I call as success coaching system. I basically make a customized roadmap for every single student. Right now, as Saeed was saying, his roadmap was entirely different to any other person. Right? By the way, many people are asking how to reach you. This is my number. This is my WhatsApp number 848-338-0545. You can reach me there. So I give you a roadmap that is based on your learning style. Okay, this is something many times people have reached me. I have taken training from Simply Learn, Needy of Sport, TIA, so many institutions, and they say, Amer, can you give me a roadmap? This is one thing. This is my, yeah, I should make a trademark. Okay, Shubham, I will think about it. This is
You should
what
get it registered in your name, you know. This is your intellectual property.
you are right. But I'm not a believer of intellectual property. Everyone can use all the content. The only reason I don't share the PMP official content, right? Will we get the practice sheet? Again, no, only premium students will get the practice sheet. Okay, only premium students will get the practice sheet. This customized roadmap, or if you want to buy, you can buy it on $99 for sure on the website. So this customized roadmap is something that I can only make when you join my program. And I can only make when I had a discussion with you one-to-one. A discussion with you one-to-one. You see, many time people fancy, how do I know the entire story? Like I can exactly tell when Said joined, what are the challenges he had, why he didn't give exam in March, etc. etc. Why I had a one-to-one discussions with you. Right? This follow-up and customized roadmap, that's a continuous loop. It's not a one-time thing that I make the roadmap and that's good to go. No. It's a continuous daily thing. I'm discussing with you, customizing it. Like for example, Now, many times my student put me in such a stage. Said book the exam. He had 12 hours. So he wanted to do mock. Okay. My WhatsApp number is 848 338 0545. This is my WhatsApp number 848 338 0545. That is US number +1. +1 is the US code. Okay. 848 338 0545. That's my number. So I was saying, depending upon each student learning style, I make a customizer, right? And that's a continuous thing. It's a continuous thing, changing it. And then on the basis of that, I do follow up with them. Me, my dedicated facilitator, right? So this is one of the most important thing. This is one of the most important thing there. Then the question answer session that you have. Then the simulator group. Then the simulator. Then final day tips. This is a continuous thing. Once student asks how 35 produce again after that. For the next training program, one time you took that training, that's enough. Okay. This is this thing. Like the things you are getting in the program. The things you are getting in the program. Right? Like this class recording, marathon recording will be provided and it will be available on my website for purchase. If I just talk about, you can buy this session recording for $99 or previous 3 recording for $199. Okay. But let's say you are my premium student, it's zero cost. You will get the recording of that. You will get the questions of that. And then let's say some of you say that, I only want to join 2 months of your coaching calls, right? Yes, you can. The price is $2,500 because I, I need to make a thing for you. Somebody says only follow up. That is more than $10,000. The time it take. Okay. Yes, exactly what Shubham says, that training never ends until you become certified PMP. And so many things, like I am continuously working on this, guys. I will show you guys one document which I made yesterday. I spent 4.5 hours yesterday from 1 p.m. to almost 5 p.m. And I made that document and I shared it in the group and every single thing. Okay, Aftab, are you with me? Because Aftab get a beautiful feedback. Aftab, what was the feedback on you after you read that document? What you gave me? If you are with me, sir. I guess.
My feedback is because I was doing the RCA and I was getting help from PMI Infinity. Meanwhile, the way PMI Infinity was taking me into to the depth of each and every step, right, with a one-liner. The moment I received your that particular cheat sheet, and that was amazing, right? That was beyond what PMI Infinity was telling me. And once, uh, even I took it to the PMI Infinity, and Infinity has nothing to object, right? It was all the strengths, right? All the strengths which PMI Infinity was to elaborate.
This is like even with the AI models, they are good. What he's saying, this is a good thing. But the thing is that to save your time, to work with you, all these things and continuous things. This is a never ending. Like me and my 8 facilitators, we are working on a document that will be like this PMP booklet. That is, let me put it this way. This is the best material available in the world right now for PMP. But we are working on something to make a tips and tricks that will be even better than this one. Okay. And that will not be sale for uh, this will be only for our reserved for only premium students. That's it. Right? Like the coaching calls are reserved for only those people. All these things are in $899. Right? If you talk about in Indian account, it will be 77. In UAE or Qatari, it is 34 or whatever the current rate will be. In Pakistan to 2,55,000. Exam fees is not included. If I like, you can ask the feedback of all the 50 students sitting in the class, right? The only way to get away, yeah, the only way to get certified is block me or run away. Now you cannot block me. I have 5 numbers now. I am using different numbers. So the entire journey for you
That's
guys.
why I'm saying it is to die.
But become PMP. You become PMP, right? So just to put in the context, this was previous year. This was previous year. Already I am standing at 386, and in last 24 hours, 3 students cleared. 2 more students have given exam. So we will be crossing 390, and for sure in the month of June we will be crossing 400. That means 6 months, right? For 6 months. So this is one of the most important thing. Okay, somebody said that I read Rita Milkai. No book needed in my program. Okay, this is a very important thing. No book needed in my program whatsoever. No Rita, nothing, no need needed. Okay, but if you're a book reader, because I make a customized roadmap. If you want to read book, right? If you want to read book, I'll give you pathway to PMP. This is my book. It is written in the easiest format. It is written in the easiest format. So when you join the program, you will get the soft copy of it. Or if you are in, like you can get it also from Amazon. By the way, you will get the soft copy of it when you join the program if you want to read the book. That's why it's an end-to-end program. I'm the only one who has booklet, book, flashcard, simulator, PMIT, like everything. It's an end-to-end program. Whatever you need, iPhone, whatever you need, brother. Right? So if I go with the feedback of the people who have cleared it, I can go on and go on. Like there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people who can give you feedback and from all over the world. I have honor. Now I never say how many people I trained because that has no value there. The value, the real value is how many people became certified. And I measured it. The last year's scorecard. Right now we are standing about 2000 plus PMPs. So this is something I want to put into that. Okay. So I hope some of you contact me and join. I want to work with everyone. I do limit my students, and previous 8 groups have been sold out. Like the last group was sold out a week before. So if you want to become PMP, I would recommend join the session right now so that you don't miss that thing. Thank you very much. It has been an honor to work with you guys. And if you are not connected to me, do connect to me at LinkedIn and YouTube, because I make sure that when you are, I provide values to you through different materials and things, whatever is needed. So if you are not connected to me at LinkedIn, I am putting my comment LinkedIn here. Okay, and I am putting my YouTube here also if you are not connected to YouTube. And I hope I can see you in the sessions and you really join that, because I really want to take that opportunity to work with you and make sure you become certified PMP. With that, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, good morning, good evening, good night. Wherever you are, become PMP. And if you do, let me know. I would love to record your journey. Bye bye.